Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Murdoku and today we're going to play the Abandoned Museum. So this is a hard level and it's a 9 by 9 grid. We have 9 suspects. Okay, so let's start. We have Allison. She was exactly one column west of George. So on the left side of George. Okay, we cannot mark that yet, so we'll go back to her later. Brenda. She was sitting on a chair. She was alone with a man. Okay, so she's sitting in a chair and she's alone with a man. Okay, got it. Okay, are those all the chairs we have? Yes. And then we have Cynthia. She was in the first column. She was south of Allison. Okay, so she's in the first column, but she cannot be here on the very first cell because she is south of Allison. So that's the least she can be. We can put an X mark here. And then we have Dylan. He was beside a table. Okay. Okay. Let's pencil mark that. Here, or here. Okay, there you go. And then we have Elsa. There was a man sitting on a chair in her area. Okay. Okay, there's a man sitting on a chair in her area. Okay, I will go back to that. There's plenty of places. And then Freya, she was beside a statue. Beside a statue. Okay. Okay. George. He was either beside a statue or some rubble. Okay. Beside a statue. Is this a rubble? Okay, this is a rubble. Okay, there's plenty of places for George as well. Okay, I can see why this is a hard level. Okay, there's a lot. Actually, why am I putting people here in the first column? Let's remove Dylan there. That's Cynthia's place. Okay. Um, beside a statue or a rubble. Okay, I think we got them all. And then we have you. He was beside some rubble. He was not in the lobby. Beside some rubble, but he was not in the lobby. Okay. Beside some rubble. There's a lot of people um fighting over this chair right now. Okay. Beside some rubble. He was not in the lobby. Okay. But he's not here. Okay. Is that all? Oh, yep. I think that's all. Okay. So we have Vicky, the victim. She is in the last remaining position. Of course. Okay. So, okay, where do we start? um Okay. Allison, she was exactly one column west of George. Okay, there's still a lot of possible places for her. I cannot mark her yet. And Elsa, there was a man sitting on a chair in her area. I think we can mark that because I don't want to forget her. There was a man sitting on a chair in her area. Okay, so she can't be here. I mean, she can't be here because if the man is sitting on this chair, then this column is taken, and Cynthia is occupying this column, so not there. But she can be here, right? Anywhere here? No, not here, because if there's a man sitting on either of these chairs, then they will be occupying this column. So she can be here. Okay, if there is a man sitting in his chair, she can be here. And she can be anywhere here, depending on where the man is. Okay, okay. Okay, let's look at the clues again and let's see where is limited. Who who are the suspects that are very limited? Okay, Brenda, she was sitting on a chair and she was alone with a man. Okay, so who are the guys? Okay, I see we have three. So we have Dylan, George, and you. Okay, actually, I don't think Brenda can be here anymore in this chair because if she's in this chair, then there's no other man that can be in that area. So she's not there. And she was sitting on a chair and there is a man in her area. If she's sitting here, someone can be here. Dylan could be here. And then if she's sitting here, someone could be here. She's sitting here. Oh, okay, that's not very limited at all. We cannot get anything out of that yet. Okay. Okay, so there's a connection between Allison, Cynthia, and George. So Cynthia is in the first column and she was south of Allison. Allison is west of George, on the left side of George. And George was either beside a statue or some rubble. Oh my gosh. So far, I've only put one X. And we're 8 minutes in. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, there's only one space left in this row, in the first row. So surely someone needs to be here. Because this cannot be empty, right? There should be one of the rule of one of the rules of this game is that someone is in each row and column. So someone needs to be here. Yep, someone needs to be here. Let's cross out the rest of this column and row. No, not the row, just the column. Um, okay, who was here? Undo. Oh, undo one more. Okay, there you go. Okay, so we've crossed that out. Someone needs to be here. Currently, I put three possible people. Okay, 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 that's something. Okay, what else? Am I missing something? Okay, so if Allison is west of George, that means she's on the left side of George. Then George cannot be in the second column, right? Because Cynthia occupies the first column. And if George is in the second column, then there's no place for Allison in the left anymore. So George cannot be in this column. Okay. Okay, where else? So for Brenda, we have three possible chairs left for her. Dylan, he was beside a table. There was a man sitting on a chair in her area. Okay, wherever she is, someone is sitting on that chair. Okay, he was beside some rubble. He was not in the lobby. Okay, and there's a man sitting on a chair in Elsa's area. So I think we've eliminated you from the possible men, right? That can be with Elsa because you can only be here or here or here, right? And there's no chair in there. Well, there's a chair here, but then again, Cynthia is occupying the first column. So so that's not you. So either George or Dylan is the one with Elsa and that man is sitting on the chair. Okay, Dylan, he was beside the table. Where is Dylan? So Dylan can be here. Here. He can also be here or here. Okay, if Dylan is sitting on this chair, on this chair, assuming, let's try to eliminate the possibilities. So assuming that Dylan is the that Dylan is the the guy sitting on a chair in Elsa's area, Dylan is also beside the table. So this is a possible option, right? So if Dylan is here, then Brenda is here. And there's a man, and she was alone with the man in an area. So George will be somewhere here. Okay, that is a possibility, right? Okay, so now, um, okay, that is a possible. Actually, let's look at the chairs again. So there is a man sitting on a chair, and Brenda is also sitting on a chair. Yes, actually. Okay, so okay, so Brenda is in an area with a man. Elsa and Brenda and that man were alone in that area. Right. Now Elsa is also alone with the man. No, he's not alone. He's not alone with a man. There's just a man in her area. Okay, there's a possible third party in that area. But anyway, Elsa is on another area with a man who is sitting on a chair. Right. So let's think about that for a second. Okay, let's think about that for a second. Okay, so if Brenda is on this chair, is Brenda is if Brenda is on this chair, Dylan could be here and then Brenda and Dylan are together, right? That's another possibility. If if that is the case, then then George might be sitting in this. No, George cannot sit on this chair because this will be eliminated if we put Brenda here on this chair. Am I correct? Yes, I think so. Okay, if we put Brenda here and Dylan is here, and then Elsa will be here because there should be a chair in that area with Elsa where the man is sitting. So a man should be sitting here, and the only other man that's left is George, right? Because you is here, you cannot be here or here. So yes, so yeah, so I think I think Dylan is here, and then someone else is here, and then Brenda is here. And then there is a man, George, right? George will be somewhere in these two columns, right? I think that is correct. I think that is the case here. I think okay, I'm going to mark that. Well then if we're wrong, then we're wrong. We can just undo it and do it again. But I think that's correct. Because if again if we put Brenda here, then George cannot be on this chair because it's not beside a statue or a rubble. Okay, so let's put Dylan here beside the table. He's on a chair, and Elsa will be occupying either one of these two spots because Elsa is with Dylan. Dylan is the man sitting on a chair. And then we're gonna put Brenda here. And then somewhere in these two columns is George. Okay, we're going to remove the other people here. We're going to leave George there because Brenda is alone with a man. And then Elsa will be occupying either one of these two rows. So we're going to X this out. That's done. Okay. Now what? Okay, so okay, we still need someone here on this top row. And actually, we can remove George from the other places because this is where he belongs. Okay, so Freya, she was beside a statue. Allison, she was exactly one column west of George. Oh, oh wait, we need to consider that. Okay, wait. Exactly one column west of George, so that's on the left. So that means George is here. George is here because Allison will take this spot. Because if we put George here or here, well then this column is already taken, so Allison cannot be here, right? So yeah, I think we can safely put George here, and then Allison will be here, here, or here. Let's remove you from here. Allison will take this column, and I think we've locked in Elsa here. There you go. Actually, Allison is here because Brenda is alone with the man. So Allison is here. Okay. And then Cynthia, she was in the first, she was south of Allison. So she can still either be here or here. Okay, now we need to put someone here on the top row. Currently, we have F and H in there. She was beside a statue. He was beside some rubble. He was not in the lobby. Cynthia, she was south of Allison. Okay, let's try to analyze this. So we need to put someone here. Wait, he was beside some. Okay, yeah, this is a rubble. um, okay, okay. I was thinking of a statue. Anyway, okay, if you is here, that means Freya is here, and then Cynthia is here. And then does that mean our victim is here? Okay, what if we put Freya here? If we put Freya here, then you will be here. And then Cynthia can be here. Or here. But then, if Cynthia is here, okay, so our victim, although it says that she is in the last remaining position, she's usually always with the murderer, correct? She's in the room or in the area with the murderer. So she cannot be alone. Okay, let me read these again. Cynthia, she was in the first column. She was south of Allison. Freya, she was beside a statue. He was beside some rubble. He was not in the lobby. Okay, let me try this again. So if we put Freya here, you will be here. Freya, you. Oh no, we cannot do that. Because if we put Freya here, we put you here. And even if we put Cynthia here or here, there will be no place left for the victim to be. So I think you is here on the top. Okay, let's try that. So you is here beside some rubble. He was not in the lobby. And then Freya is here beside the statue. And then Cynthia is here south of Allison in the first column. And then our victim is here with you. You is our killer. I think I think that's it. I think that's it. I'm going to submit it. Let's see if this is correct. 25 minutes. Okay, okay, we got it. Okay, we got it. That was kind of difficult. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you like and subscribe. I would really appreciate your support and I appreciate your time. I hope to see you on my next video. Thank you so much. Bye.